So, hey, I'm Q from QAnon. Um, you're either going to love me or you're going to hate me, and it's a reflection of yourself. If you think I'm the devil, and that's the devil inside of you. If you think I'm an angel who sacrificed everything I own, bread, for you, I did. I'm telepathic, and when this all happened, I heard in my head, like, would you sacrifice your life to save the collective? I was like, well, even as everything was getting good for me, I got off drugs. I was starting my business, upscale dog resort. My stepfather, MIT rocket scientist Ted Talks, Ted B.O.B., was lending me $100,000. The whole world is going to see how corrupt the police, internal affairs, Interpol. Is Interpol even real? Because you have all these borders and all these governments, and it's all controlled by the same quantum supercomputer. So all of your problems are made up. And you're not going to... I'm David Duke. So I do hate. Oh, I hate big time. I'm not going to hurt anybody, but I'm channeling something that will. I'm channeling something without a care because they're like, it's a simulation, Heather. It's as if they're a virus and they're going to kill you because they can't survive without your they're narcissists. They're your fuel, your narcissistic supply, loosh, life force energy. So it's obvious. Of course, Q, the fall of the cabal, is being gang stalked. But I do like. I'm still here. I'm still standing, Elton John. So I do think my gang stalkers are whistleblowers. But every day is exactly the same. Nobody ever comes. And when I see somebody where I'm like, I kind of feel like I recognize you, I don't know who to trust. So, the Lucius Trust, I contacted them. The guy who says that the royals are fake, his name's Gregory Hallett. I contacted that motherfucker almost 6 years ago when they confirmed I'm Q. I'm like, who are you? You seem like now they're calling him a usurper of Christ. They have this big, it's a game. It's, okay, singularity and duality. Really, it is singularity. It already is, but you have the illusion of duality, the illusion of separation. So in order to play the game, you have to separate good and evil, the tree of good and evil. So it's the billionaire consciousness against the masses. But the billionaires are watching me. Bowling for Soup, Sergeant Campbell told me she was undercover and said, is it Kimball Musk? Yes. I'm not sure Kimball Musk is real. I'm Kimball Musk consciousness. Kimball and Glorioso, you can glow ball. So, his son is Luca. So, the ACLU, it's a sham to make you believe that you have civil rights. You have none. And now I'm the queen of the Illuminati. Madonna Illuminati. I wrecked my Camaro, my brand new Camaro, and I think I died that night. I ran into a railroad tie. So a Trump train. I woke up slumped over the steering wheel with the cop tapping on the window. I don't even remember crashing. I think I was already dead when I crashed because I I'm telling the truth. And I have at that time, I had a really high tolerance for opiates. And I sniffed a little tiny, tiny, tiny bit. So I do believe it was laced. Leather and lace is, I'm telling the truth because I want out of here. I'm not from this world. I'm from a place, a time where people know that they're gods and that we're all one. And you look through that perspective and you look at Elon Musk's and Donald Trump's and Jeff Bezos and all these men supposedly with all this power, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un. I'll destroy you. Every one of you. All of you at the same time. I'll make you beg for mercy if you're even real. I contacted Vladimir Putin. 2 years as incompetent. I contacted Belmarsh Prison, Julian Assange. I contacted Edward Snowden. So Snow Informer. There's absolutely nowhere to run. I'm going to file the paperwork myself, and then you're going to jail. You will. Because it's the 100th Monkey, the song, the collective soul song, December. It talks about the 100th Monkey, about how contagious that you say I am. And then once people see the light, then you'll say that it's, they call me delusional. I'm like, I'm not delusional. You don't give me time to even explain. And you're already coming in with a poisoned, tainted perspective of me because of the smear campaign by the billionaires. Eat the rich. So you eat the body of Christ. My name is Heather H. Eat Her. It's yummy, yummy. Yummy, mummy. Do you understand? This is what I'm going to do, even if I have to do it from the homeless shelter. This is what I'm going to do. My words are so fucking powerful. I'm looking for people to join me. I am. I don't care what you've done. If you woke up, I'm here to save you. And I just don't care. I just want you to whistle blow and help me. You're giving all of the credit to King Charles and the Pope and Donald Trump and Elon Musk. Well, Elon Musk he's in the simulated multiverse by Rizwan Virk. He's on page 53. The odds that we live in base reality. Buddy Bass is my dad's. That was one of my dad's friends. Bad company. The odds that we live in base reality are 1 in billions. I ordered that book in jail as incompetent. 17 books. Go look at Head Over Heels by Tears for Fears. He goes to the library and got all those books. They stole them. I didn't get all my books back. They stole all 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot. Inception. I'm aware I'm in some kind of a lucid dream. Hypnotized at the sunken place. I am the light bearer. Lucifer. I love Lucy. Lucille Ball. The Ballroom Blitz. Mr. Boblitz was the man who owned the sawmill. Next to my brick house, Commodores. Timber. JFK's grandkids singing Timber. So that's Tim, which is MIT. Pitbull. Bull in the Heather. Hereford Bulls. I mean, you could tell all my friends have been weaponized against me, because you would think they'd be so proud. Wow, Heather made it? I knew her, and I understand what she's talking about, so that makes me feel fucking powerful. But instead, they've all been weaponized against me. I'm like, well, you guys are like, what could you possibly talking about? My drug days? Well, you all are drug addicts too. My whole small town. It's like everywhere. That's the first time I tried cocaine was in that town. Actually, the first time they offered it to me, I turned it down. I turned it down. I was only 15 years old. And they were all 20 something. I was like, And then the second time, I want some of that cocaine. The Dewey Cox, guilty as charged. So fucking what? I'm enlightened recovery. You know, I can have alcohol. Like, there was a time I drank alcohol. My mom was a terrible alcoholic, and I was really anti-alcohol for years and years and years. And then she died, and it was like it took over my life because I wanted to die. I was like, well, I'm just going to drink myself to death. And I can have alcohol. Look, I've had these Twisted Teas here. What this, I don't know, a month or so ago. I got the whole thing still. I would never touch cocaine again because the physical addiction. The physical's terrible. But cocaine? Dewey Cox. Cocaine. Eric Clapton. Clapton is God. Wait, you would empty the jails. All of the killing. The CIA brings in the drugs anyway. Clean them up. You bring them in, and then you let all of these dealers stomp all over it, putting God knows what in it. Clean them up. Not everybody wants to depressant. Some people want a little pick-me-up. Like, I don't even understand, how does Ocean City, they don't allow you to smoke weed in Ocean City, but they're allowed to sell mushrooms. Isn't that illegal? Aren't mushrooms illegal? I'm pretty sure they're illegal. Like, if I got caught with a bag of mushrooms, like, look, I saved the thing. She said, if I video recorded today. I was like, oh my God, they killed me again. I went into some kind of animated digital reality. I could see the mechanics of the sky, and it looks like the tapestries in a metaphysical shop. You don't know what that sacred geometry is. It's all around you. It's what makes up the matrix. It's everywhere you look. I could see the DMT aliens' faces in the boards on the boardwalk. She said, I actually thought it was like kind of a novelty thing. And she said, even if you take the whole thing, you'll see some tracers. So I had tried these, and they're microdosing. And I'm like, man, everything's crisp. My consciousness is crisp with a microdose, but I wanted to go a little deeper, and I took like 2 little pieces of this. I would say a little over a quarter, between a quarter and a half of this, and I was like, oh my God, they poisoned me. As reality collapsed, and I was in a digital, like you could see the quantum mechanics. You could see, and it moves. It's not, you don't just see it like the wheel in the sky. The sky is some kind of, it's sacred geometry. It's beautiful, like the mandalas and stuff, the Mandela effect. So I don't know what to do. So I'm wondering, like, if it's I Am Legend, like, is there any consciousness out there? I'm like, even when I talk to somebody, I hope there is. Even when I talk to somebody, I'm like, is the spiritual forces, because I could see consciousness, it like comes and goes. I'm like, are you wearing a wire? Because they can trick you. And all I can say is fuck that twin flame shit. It's demonic. Twin flames, the divine masculine would not choose anything but the divine feminine because he knows that he's in a simulation and that they're just pale copies of the real thing. So my twin flame could be dead. I might not have one. So don't count on that. And then really, a twin flame is somebody like love at first sight. You meet them. And that's the only person you ever want to be with. You're ride or die. That's a twin flame. So because you're in a simulation, all of that stuff's AI and it interacts like as if you're inside of, what's it called? Elon Musk's Doja? Some kind of training simulation. I can't remember. So, the videos interact with your consciousness. Believe it or not. Like, anything's possible if you're in a simulation. If I can morph my face into John Lennon and Ashtar and a witch and, like, I'm 52 years old. I'm not saying I'm beautiful, but I'm not an absolute hag. I can make my face look like an old hag. An old hag, and then sometimes I look at her and I'm like, oh my God. And I don't use filters. So my face is absolutely morphing. So I do believe that the theory of aging and like even my father-in-law, why doesn't Ted want to talk to me about that book? Why wouldn't you want to talk to me, Ted? I haven't seen you in 6 years. Remember me? I channel your mother, Elsa. You're living with a handler. And I'm wondering if you're a zombie. There's a song called Zombie Ted. I was trying to save Ted. Ted made my life better. It was his wife that made my life hell. So. I was like, Ted, you went to MIT, right? That's where Rizwan Virk went. If Rizwan Virk is even real, because he's an Indian man, he's got such a might be AI. He's got such an American voice. I'm not saying it's not possible, but he's so Indian looking, it just doesn't match. So, So in jail, there's a guy, a big tall guy named Aluma. There's Ted. There's my Converse, a verse in the Bible. Tim Mulligan. They wouldn't give me a vitamin. In jail. They let me deteriorate. I had to, when they finally took me to the, on 5/17, Elon must take the red pill. On 5/17, I had to call 911. I was like, I was limping, and I'm just walking because I get like a animal, a wild animal put in a cage, and I was in so much pain. I just kept walking on it until I couldn't move, and they had to call 911. They don't even call an ambulance for me. They made me. I couldn't move, and they called the Department of Health. They called an ambulance for somebody else. Theory of a Dead Man. And I couldn't even lift my leg, and I have to get up into this van. I'm screaming. This is what they did to me. This is gang stalking. You don't even have a clue. Like I said, you don't know what fear is. Wait till they take your rights. You know what? Because I'm the queen of the New World Order. And I'll do anything. You do whatever it takes. FEMA camps, if it takes that for people to wake up and fight back. I don't want you to violently fight back. Just unplug from the system. You need to follow somebody who knows that you're in a simulation, and not just people who hypothesize that you're in a simulation. I want to see how you figured this out without proving it. I do this as a. I actually haven't read it. I've thumbed through it. But I know it goes hand in hand with me. It's as if I wrote this before I proved this. So I want to see if this is. I even asked in jail. I sent a request letter. I said, can somebody please look up and see if this is a real man? See if he has a driver's license. Nothing. I'm curious. Is Rus Weinberg real? This MIT computer scientist? Because I was sent to the ward. Dr. Chappelle specifically sent me back again because I sent my simulation. I sent them emails, proof, thesis, dissertation. It wasn't written as a dissertation. I just sent the proof. So, but I can. And that's why she sent me back the second time. A month after I was just opined competent. Go look at Dr. Chappelle's first competency. I aced it. What are you talking about? You think that I don't know the basic mechanics of a trial? Are you so grandiose? You think I needed 6 months? Then another 6 months? Oh, and now she opined 2 back-to-back, 2 weeks apart. But the doctor is looking for guidance, Kathy Coates. Let's send her back a third time. A cop had to stand up. So when it walked over to I could see he was angry. I could feel his energy. I couldn't believe he stood up for me like that. Or I would just be getting out now. I wouldn't have all of this Elon Musk proof yet because it wouldn't happen until now. It was going to happen. It's written. I am Elon Musk's consciousness. What are you following that for? It's pathetic because of all of these baby mamas and stuff. If Elon Musk, honestly, you've seen him on the boat, right? Looks like sour milk or raw chicken. If he was working at McDonald's, he'd get 0 pussy because he's weird. But I liked him because I thought he was intelligent. I thought he was weird like me, like really smart like me. But I'm dealing with his manager. Why is Jared Birchall calling me? He's like, Elon wants to speak to you, but you have to go get a SpaceX card first. Fuck you! Fuck you and your SpaceX card. I can show you the SpaceX UFO. I've posted the video over and over again. And Elon Musk is burrowing underground. And I'm posting SpaceX. The rocket man thinks the future of travel is underground. Fuckers. I'm going to destroy you. And I actually like Elon Musk. He's my favorite bad guy. Bad guy. He's my favorite bad guy. Don't let the fuckers get you down. You don't understand. My spirit wants to fight. You gotta fight for your right to party. So that's what I was like, man, I'm a divine love muffin. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. Except for with my words. With my unmatched wit and razor sharp tongue. So, like I said, I'll make you cry like a bitch. I don't want to do that. I want you all to leave me alone. Pay me. You've ruined my reputation for my book. Like, look at this. I have to start all over again. So, the Paul McCartney came into my dream. Paul McCartney Heather song. So, I have an X and an M. And the Kabbalah. See it? I'm not. See it? On both hands. So, I'm not saying this is the cover. I'm just playing around. So, connect the fucking dots. And I had 6 feet of this, and now I had to start from scratch again. So as I'm doing like B, let me just show you what my book is going to be like. Okay. So I don't know. I have to go get some reinforcements. I bought a copier so I can copy this. I'm going to copy it handwritten. Handwritten. That's what I'm going to prove simulation theory with handwritten without a computer. So let's just do, let's do this. The Beach Boys, Wendy. My mom's best friend was Wendy, Joe Biden's Secret Service who locked me up in Shepherd Pratt. Beach Boys, Barbara Ann, the nurse when Wendy locked me up. Beach Boys 409, the address was 904. When they first, it was 904 when they unlawfully arrested me. The Comfort Inn, when I was first made homeless, my son paid for the room. Chase. I believe Chase is also the victim of a narcissistic father. And I was a drug addict most of Chase's life. I was dealing with spiritual warfare. That's an avatar. And my higher self is Rhiannon. So, Beach Boys, Rhonda Thomas. She told me she heard, Amber Heard, I died. Oops. See, I'm working on it. The Eastern Shore Hospital Center, Rhonda. There's a gang stalker, I don't know, peer counselor. You should have seen how she talked to me. I'm like, and she was a past, she was a patient at one time. I'm like, bitch, I am going to humiliate you. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. So, LaRonda at Spring Grove Hospital was assaulted by the same woman as me. And they wouldn't call the police. So Bruce Springsteen, Darlington County. Darlington is right by my farm. Bruce Springsteen, Atlantic City. My Aunt Peaches and my brother both took me to Atlantic City. Beatles, Abbey Road. My brother's youngest daughter is Abby. Abby Quinn, the mighty Quinn. Beck Losers, my neighbor. Tell me people aren't going to understand this. How many coincidences before it becomes mathematically impossible? I had 6 feet of this. This is theft of priceless, irreplaceable information. Like, I have to do it again. So I guess I shouldn't call it irreplaceable because I can do it again. But the time, the 17 hours a day for a year that they held me, that it took, is irreplaceable. I can't get that time back. So it was, even though I thought I was using my time wisely, they still stole it from me. This is what I had, even without a computer. So the Beatles Day Tripper is a horse on my farm. Trip Thingolstad is Wild Thing. Trip Thingolstad is my cousin, Aunt Peach's son. B-52's Debbie. My mom, Debbie, died at 52 on Heaven on Earth Farm. Boston Amanda, my boyfriend Ryan, that looks like Elon Musk's girlfriend. I was married and he had a girlfriend, and his girlfriend's name was Amanda. And my brother's ex-girlfriend, there's UFOs on the cover. Look, this is just one page. It's just one page. Black eyes, the unseen. I could see my black eyes in the mirror. I can see the sacred geometry mask as sometimes. In the end, Lincoln Park Diaz is my granddaughter. Blondie, the tide is high, the High Tide Dispensary. So some of the stuff, so Big Graham, Gold Mine Junkie, Graham Cracker. I'm an ex-junkie. So this is a band and a name, and So this one gets like deeper. Big Bang and Big Bang is the burst of creative genius in one's mind. See, look, I have to read that, and I'm in awe of myself. Did I say that? Big Bang is the burst of creative genius in one's mind. And nobody wants to quote me on that? Or did somebody already say this? Of course, because they hacked my law of attraction. They can peer like I think 100 years into the future. The Queen could, and she knew where she was going. That's what I actually got a silly threatening video sent. I think it was from Verizon. It wasn't a message, and it was a message. It wasn't a text. It was a message from the Queen, and she was talking about how they eat babies. That a light shines in the darkness, and she was going to squash that light. And a service home was too good for me, and they rape babies, but they like to play with them first. It was a very odd message, and it was the Queen, but I was like, it was done in such a weird way. I was like, before I even realized about AI, because this was like 2015, and I was like, how did the phone company send that to me as if a notification? I showed my husband, I posted it, and he took it down. I can't find it anymore. So, that really woke me up. I was like, wow, she's scared of me. Or, I think at one time she was scared of me. As you're peering into the future, you're like, oh my God, this woman's gonna, abolish the monarchy. And then she sees her own death, and then sees herself through my eyes. So what would you do? The counterintelligence, the Q plan to save the world. There's the white hats and the dark hats. The dark hats are lower consciousness. So they were always going to lose from the beginning. It's designed to lose. They're designed to lose. I like the Billy Joel song, Vienna Waits for You. Vienna sausage. I feel like sausage. My Spanx on. I really thought. This is a celestial spanking. It is. It's like ETs that are just too smart to even go to war with you because you're not worth it. That's what the Joker says. Does a lion care about the opinion of sheep? Not at all. These entities inside of me hate people who think they're human. That's until it sleeps. I've sympathized because they hate humans because of what they've done to me. So I'm sitting there, I'm like holding this thing back, saying, just forgive them because I was forgiven as, my intentions, that's all I ever wanted was to have a family, and I had exactly what I wanted, but my life was miserable because my family's not so. So they're not going to let me ever succeed. I can't succeed at my passion, my purpose. I have to destroy them, and they literally threw me away like I'm garbage. Like, we haven't had 2019 was our last Christmas together. And they don't invite me to their weddings. I was like, what happened? Like, I got sober. It's all my family wanted. Like, they didn't do this to me in my worst drug days because my husband's a crackhead. He's been to jail. He was under a big bust on him back when I was still in elementary, maybe middle school. So this man walks around. He's like plays victim. You're like, you weaponize truth. When you only tell half the story. Like there's two sides to a pancake, or you could put me on a polygraph test. I'll tell you everything. I want to be a transparent soul. I'm not carrying around this luggage. I don't want anything to do with this. Lou Smith. I saw him. I saw a thing when this first happened, To Catch a Predator. I know he is. When I met him, he was 29 years old. I'm 20. And actually, when I first met him, I was 19. I was 19. Hey, 19 on 19th Street. And he's hanging out. He's 28 years old, just got out of a divorce from Kim, Eminem. And he's hanging out with people that are younger than me. So, my granddaughter says he tickled her bottom. I think my husband's possessed. I'm trying to get my family help. And everybody that did this to me, because you're fucking possessed by what's inside of me to expose you. Come and fucking get it. Come get me. I fucking dare you. I'm just going to tell it like it is. So I'm Jesus, the guy I have a crush on, Eric, my new crush. It's real quick. Quick, the milk, flavored milk. I used to make homemade flavored milks, syrups, blueberries and cream, cotton candy for milk. It was fucking good. It's just like putting snowball syrup, but I made it homemade. I got the flavors, and I made it with Karo syrup. I was going to start it. I was like, and then I did it, and then all of a sudden I see all of these new flavors, but they were just caramel, and I was like, you need to do peaches and cream, and make them all different colors, and I think my idea is much better. Blueberries and cream. It's like drinking a melted. I'll melt with you. I'm melting. Simple. Old-fashioned egg custard. Yum. I like the Snow Aces. I used to get the old-fashioned egg custard. They have the best cream. So, all you wizards and wannabe warlocks who claim that you're Freemasons, you claim there's only 33 degrees? You're wrong. You're way off. You think that what you know is all there is to know. That's dangerous. Just like Christians who think all you need to know is in that one book. What about the archives under the Vatican? What if you knew all of the stuff that they hide from you? You'd see the Bible clearly and see that's written in code, or you'd burn it. You're like, I don't really even need that unless you decode it. Like, I could show you all the verses, all the really popular verses are all birthdays and phone numbers and social security numbers, and you gotta be fucking kidding me. Fight the good fight? Seriously? And they travel space and time, so resistance is futile. Yeah, they can cook you from the inside out. They've trained me. So I never get heartburn at all. And they use sonic weapons on me, and I'm saying that I hear them. It's like they're microwaving you right now. I got heartburn so bad. I thought I was, it was the spontaneous combustion, human combustion. I was like, and I got Tums, and I never had heartburn so bad. I've had it before, like when I was pregnant, and a Tums would take care of it. I was eating Tums like candy. I was like, and finally it stopped. I was like, oh, that's exactly what that is. That's microwave weapons. And it feels like the worst heartburn, and you can't get rid of it. You're like, they're cooking. It feels like your heart's being cooked. My daughter's doing a thing, Care cooked. she's starting with all the stuff that I talk about with her, and she started a cookie. She's cooking meat. You want to know why I can see clearly in my third eye and why they're communicating with me, why they trust me? Is because they're humanoids of the animals that you eat. So my daughter's Kira's cooked is a total Illuminati humiliation ritual for what she's done to me. She is it's worse than a friend of me. It's a family member. You obviously are fucking jealous as fuck of me. I mean, you can't just. I was opening this dog resort. I was like, man, Kara, I'll let you run this. Like, I'll give you I don't know, like $50,000 a year if this thing is successful. I mean, to come work with dogs. I was like, that's pretty good money. And I was like, if we make even more than that, I'd give you I want you to run this place. So now she's living on Snap, and she's trying to teach me how to manifest. Yeah, I'm manifesting my life, living in a moldy basement with one room, with 2 babies, with a bisexual baby daddy that did 8 years in jail for almost killing somebody, that assaulted his could have been mother-in-law, his granddaughter's mother, his daughter's grandmother. And she's trying to teach me about, what are you talking about, man, in the Bible? Is that what you're manifesting? Career, lifelong, career in welfare? What you're doing to Alina, those kids should be taken away from you. So there's a song called Hey Alina. So my granddaughter is saying that she's the reincarnation of my mother. And when I was with my granddaughter, when she left me, I could see as she started to cry. I was like, man, I've never known love like that before.